Hi, this is King of Review. Find an equation for the nth term of the geometric sequence 6, -2, 2/3, -2/9, and the sequence continues. So here we're dealing with a geometric sequence. What is this? A geometric sequence is a sequence or list of numbers or terms where the ratio of any term to the previous term is constant. So each of these numbers here is considered a term. This first term, which is 6, is called A1 because it's the first term. -2 is the second term. It's called A2 because it's the second term. And this naming pattern continues. The third term is called A3. The fourth term is called A4. So what we want to do is find an equation for the nth term. A geometric sequence has a common ratio. So to go from 6 to -2, we would multiply by a -1/3. And to go from -2 to 2/3, we would multiply by a -1/3. So you can see the pattern here. To get to the next term, you multiply by the common ratio. And in this particular sequence, the common ratio is -1/3. Another way to determine the common ratio is R equals A2 over A1. So A2 is -2 and A1 is 6. So -2 over 6, if we reduce that, it's -1/3. So -1/3 is the common ratio. Now you can choose other terms to determine the common ratio. So R is equal to A4 over, and we have to choose the previous term, so A4 over A3. In this case, A4 is -2/9 over A3, which is 2/3. So -2/9 divided by 2/3, this equals -1/3. So we have the common ratio of -1/3. Again, we're trying to find the equation for the nth term of this geometric sequence. So we have a formula for this, a rule for the geometric sequence. This is AN equals A1 times R to the n-1 power. This is the nth term of a geometric sequence with A1 as its first term and R as the common ratio. So now we can fill in this rule with the values that we know. So we have AN equals A1, that's the first term, which is 6, times the common ratio, and we found that the common ratio is -1/3 to the n-1 power. So we have AN equals 6 times -1/3 to the n-1 power. And this is the equation for the nth term of this particular geometric sequence. So letter B is correct. Now, a good thing to do after you've found the rule or the equation for the nth term is to test it to make sure it's correct. We have various terms here and their values. So we can plug in one of these terms and its value into this equation and see if it's correct. So let's choose the third term. The third term, or A3, is equal to 2/3. Let's plug this information into our equation and see if we get 2/3 for the answer. So we have A3 equals 6 times -1/3 to the 3 minus 1 power. Because our n value here, that's 3. So now let's simplify this. We have 6 times -1/3 squared. And this equals 6 times 1/9, which equals 6 over 9. And when we simplify this, we get 2/3. And 2/3 is the third term here. So we know that this equation is correct. Thanks for watching.